Good evening. A 38-year-old Waterloo woman is dead after a bizarre crash on the expressway this morning. Her vehicle went over the wall of the Highway 7 flyover ramp to Highway 8. Police believe the vehicle launched off an embankment of snow and came crashing down on the highway below. Let's bring in CTV's Colton Wiens with more on this tonight. Colton, there were actually two vehicles that went over the walls of the flyover today.
Yeah, that's right, Krista. Police say around 2 this morning, a taxi went over the walls of the flyover and crashed onto the highway. That driver had minor injuries, but just a few hours later, around 7:30 this morning, a 38-year-old Waterloo woman went over the walls of the flyover and was pronounced dead at the scene.
You can see where the vehicles could potentially ramp up over that snowbank. It's hard enough for the vehicle to slide up right over the concrete wall and then over and down to the ground below.
Aftermath of a fatal crash on Highway 8 in Kitchener this morning, Ontario Provincial Police say a 38-year-old Waterloo woman died after her vehicle launched off an embankment of snow on a highway flyover and crashed onto the road below.
Obviously, with the massive snow load that we had over the last 24 hours, plows have been out there pushing that snow and opening up those lanes. But in these overpass areas, the snow cannot be just thrown over the walls to the highway below. They push it up against the shoulders. Unfortunately, that also makes an embankment. The vehicle ended up on the ground below on its roof. That driver was pronounced deceased.
Earlier in the morning, a taxi also went over the walls of the flyover and crashed onto the highway. That driver only suffered minor injuries. Police saying the second vehicle that went over the walls dropped quite a distance before landing on the ground below.
But to have two similar circumstances like that, certainly something that we're aware of, and the MTO are also aware of, and the importance of clearing the shoulders as quickly as possible. But again, to get the highways open and then to be able to get the snow removed, that will take time.
Police say it's not uncommon for these embankments to form on flyovers following a major snowfall, but until loaders or snow blowers can take that snow away, the danger remains.
Once the highways have been plowed and salted and cleared for the most part, and now they have to work on removing the excess snow. And again, we have record amounts of snow that fell in the last 24 hours, and this is not unprecedented, but certainly without something that takes exceptional amount of coordination and resources to accomplish. And of course, it's not going to be done, within hours of the snow clearing. We are still trying to determine exactly what the circumstances were that led to the vehicles losing control, but obviously around a bend, out on an elevated platform, slippery conditions. I don't want to speculate on driver or vehicle malfunction or abilities, but that's what we're trying to determine right now.
Now, Highway 8 was reopened this afternoon. OPP say the flyover will remain closed until the snow along the barriers can be removed. The Ministry of Transportation did not respond to our request for comment today. Sergeant Schmidt says OPP have responded to about 200 crashes across the Greater Toronto-Hamilton area in the last 24 hours, including 2 fatalities, and remind drivers to be patient and kind on the roads while crews work to clear them. Krista.
CTV's Colton Wiens reporting for us live tonight. Thank you, Colton.